Hello everyone! Welcome back to the Mr. Tien channel, where we don't just watch, but actually feel the weather slamming straight into our faces. And today, oh my goodness, there's a new note in the weekend's weather symphony that you definitely don't want to miss. Because while everything seemed calm, the weather this week felt stable, gentle, more pleasant than earlier in the week. Then BAM! Breaking news! This weekend may bring additional snow, heavy rain, extremely strong winds, and things look especially intense across the north of the United Kingdom. Yes, you can already smell the meteorological drama, right? Now, let's jump into the in-depth commentary, but still in full YouTube style. Let's go! The first thing that hits our eyes is a rather deep low-pressure system sitting just to the north of us. And look at that! A sea of isobars, packed tightly together like ramen noodles boiling furiously. The tighter, the stronger the winds. When going outside, remember to hold onto your hair so your youth doesn't blow away. In the north and west of Scotland, get ready for wind gusts of 60 to 70 miles per hour, and in the truly wind-packed spots, up to 75 miles per hour. What does 75 miles per hour mean? It means you step out the door and your hair stands up like you just dipped your head into an electrical socket. Besides that, you'll still see scattered showers, moments of sunshine that fade quickly, a few thunder rumbles, boom boom, possibly hail and snow on the higher ground in Scotland. And yes, early winter snow wants to come back. Winds will weaken, but only to make way for the cold. During the day, the winds in the north will weaken. Sounds good, but wait! The low-pressure system is slowly sliding to the northeast, and that very slide opens the door for Arctic air to rush down into the UK like, surprise! I'm back! The result? Temperatures drop sharply. The air becomes biting and razor-sharp. But the story doesn't end here. The new low-pressure system, a supporting character who wants the spotlight. While the cold air is plunging southward, the southern half of the UK welcomes another supporting actor, stepping onto the stage, a newly forming low-pressure system. Its track, its depth, its strength. Ladies and gentlemen, still in the uncertain mode, but forecasts suggest it will sweep across southwest England, South Wales up toward Lincolnshire, bringing with it heavy rain, strong wind gusts, and possibly a few oh my god weather moments for the weekend. Saturday morning, a scene of chaos. When you wake up on Saturday morning, Scotland, still some lingering showers. From the north, Arctic air continues its descent. From the south, the low-pressure system with heavy rain is charging upward. The weekend kicks off with a cold plus wet windy combo. Along the southern coasts, winds will be stronger. In the east of England, as the low moves out to sea, gusts may reach 50 to 60 miles per hour or even higher. Rain alert. Some places may receive 30 to 50 millimeters, enough to cause minor flooding or travel disruption. Higher ground in England and South Scotland, possible hail or even snow. Feels like an early Christmas vibe, but a tad violent. Saturday temperatures, cold enough to bite. North, only 3 to 6 degrees Celsius. South a bit higher, but with clouds, humidity, and wind. Warm, but not feeling warm. Saturday evening, low pressure moves away, leaving a freezing sky. As the low shoots out into the North Sea, heavy rain and strong winds still hammer the east. This may be the worst moment of the day, but after that, a small ridge of high pressure forms. Not big, not long-lasting, but enough to give clear skies, calm winds, and temperatures dropping deeply overnight. The result, frost in the north, early Sunday fog, and the feeling that just breathing makes your stomach feel cold. Sunday, nicer, but don't celebrate too soon. Sunday's weather, dry, bright, light winds, but colder than Saturday by a few degrees. A beautiful but chilly day, like, the sky is gorgeous, but go out wearing 2 layers, okay? However, Northern Ireland, thick clouds, wet conditions, and stronger winds as a new system arrives. The wet weather flow is far from over. Next week, welcome to meteorological winter. Next week marks the start of December, the start of Advent, the start of meteorological winter. And in true winter fashion, wetter weather, frequent rain, frequent wind gusts, especially Monday, heavy rain continues after heavy rain. The ground is already saturated from Saturday. Add new rainfall, increased chance of local flooding, mud and slush, difficult travel, Temperatures may rise slightly as the wind direction changes, but still not enough to call it warm, and there's always the risk of another burst of cold air dropping down from the north at any moment. So this weekend can be considered a symphony of strong winds, heavy rain, high ground snow, and Arctic chill. A combo that's truly the upgraded UK weather experience. Right, everyone? If you're in the heavily affected areas, check hourly forecasts, avoid going out during peak wind gusts, and don't forget to charge your phone. Bad weather means you have something to watch on the Mr. Tien channel. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe so you won't miss our weather updates, both scientific and full of entertainment. Oh, wow. Today I'm bringing you a weather report that I have to warn in advance. Not for the faint-hearted. Why? Because the weather in the next 5 days, and especially early December, will be exhausting. Rainfall going up and down like a stock chart. Temperature sliding downhill with no breaks. Cold air, thought it was gone, but it comes back like an X. And today we're going to unwrap, dissect, analyze, all of it. First, looking at the next 5 days, there's only one word: turbulence. Lots of rain, little dryness, and occasional northern winds sweeping through making you shiver. Temperatures will generally dip slightly as northern winds squeeze between weather systems. And yes, this sets the stage for quite a sharp frost at night, especially on Saturday night. In high-altitude areas, light snow is possible. That's right, not kidding. Snow may appear here and there in higher terrain. Europe's cold air at this time looks like a dark red patch on the map, occasionally plunging down to make a statement. Early December. Heavy rain, strong winds, low pressure goes straight overhead. Next, we move to the most anticipated part, early December. And allow me to be honest, it will be terrible in terms of rainfall. The jet stream shifts southward. This means low pressure systems no longer loop around, but go straight over our heads. What does this cause? Stronger winds, more concentrated weather bands, longer lasting, heavier rain. Especially Monday, Tuesday. Heavy, continuous, wall-like rain. The type of rain that makes you want to stay home and binge Netflix. In the longer range, early December's weather is dominated by instability. Last week's forecast of a mild pattern now shifts to slightly cooler. Temperatures of 13-14 degrees Celsius drop to only 8 to 9 degrees Celsius. Just a few degrees, but the sky gets noticeably darker because it comes with heavy rain and thick cloud cover. Now let's look at each day. Friday. Heavy showers, especially in central England and Scotland. A heavy rain band is approaching England or Wales. Friday night into Saturday. A low-pressure system moves in from the southwest. Looking at the map just makes you exclaim, "Oh wow, look at that wind!" Not a named storm, but strong gusts, clear fronts, very heavy rainfall. Saturday. Cold air follows behind the low, northern winds appear, light snow in high areas. Many places with crisp frost. Sunday very cold, single-digit temperatures all day, many northern areas even close to 0 degrees Celsius. Temporary snow on the Scottish Highlands. Monday. Start the week with widespread, terrible rainfall. Nothing positive to say here. Tuesday. Slightly brighter, slightly drier, but rain pushes in again from the west right afterward. The weather is like, I'll give you 5 minutes of rest, then we go chaotic again. Temperature. Dropping step by step. Today, 13 to 14 degrees Celsius, fairly mild. Friday, slight drop, 10 to 12 degrees Celsius. Saturday, down to 4 to 7 degrees Celsius. Saturday night, many places below 0 degrees Celsius. Sunday, almost cold all day. Into Monday and Tuesday, temperatures around the average, 7 to 8 degrees Celsius in summary. Not a severe cold spell, not a blizzard, but a combo of rain plus cold that makes everyone feel this weather is truly annoying. Deck 7 to 10, a big pattern change? Now to the part many are curious about. Will mid-December be sharply colder? Is there hope for nice snow for festive photos? According to the models, GFS shows a large high-pressure area forming around Deck 7 to 10. ECMWF sometimes agrees, sometimes not. High pressure over Scandinavia, Greenland, Iceland is starting to build. If the high pressure wins, we'll get east or northeast winds. Weather may turn distinctly colder. But jet stream is too strong. North Atlantic lows continuously push down, so model changes are possible but not certain. Overall, for the next 10 to 15 days, cooler than normal, more rainfall, not much temperature variation. Condition: unstable but not extreme. Average temperatures close to the 1991 to 2020 norm. Quite rare because the UK has been warmer than average in recent years. It will feel colder than the numbers suggest because of rain plus wind plus gloom. In conclusion, early December, quite miserable. A cute Christmas atmosphere like in movies? Well, this year you may need to wait a bit longer. But from decks 7 to 10 onwards, there are signals of a pattern shift. Colder? Drier? Snow? We'll have to keep watching. Thank you for watching the weather update. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on notifications, because the weather is changing constantly, and I'll update you in the coming days.